Hello everyone and welcome to my channel where we discuss tech, careers, and life. Today, I'm going to talk about how to choose a coding bootcamp. But first, let me tell you a story about the first coding bootcamp. The idea for the first coding bootcamp was conceived in early 2012 on a bet. A developer from the Bay Area named Sharif Bishay wagered that he could teach his relatives to code in 12 weeks. After the wager, Bishay quickly came up with an unscripted curriculum for a small group and spent the following 12 weeks teaching the bootcamp. After completing the bootcamp, everyone got jobs as software developers. With such a remarkable success story, it wasn't long before other bootcamps imitated Bishay. Over 15 new bootcamps including Launch Academy, Flatteron, Hack Reactor, and App Academy had sprung up by the end of the next year. You may be wondering what a coding bootcamp is, and how is it better than a 4-year computer science degree course? But before we get too far into it, if you're interested in more career-minded videos like this one, make sure to hit the subscribe and notify button. What are coding bootcamps? Coding bootcamps are short and intensive programs to learn software engineering skills with the ultimate goal of getting a job. They offer an excellent, fast route into the field of software engineering without requiring 4 years of college study. They may range in duration from 4 to 12 weeks, but on average, they take between 40 and 60 hours a week to complete. It can be challenging to know how to choose a coding bootcamp with so many available today. First, let us talk about what happens in coding bootcamps. Coding bootcamps teach newcomers digital skills like full-stack web development, data science, digital marketing, UX/UI design, cybersecurity, and technical sales. The typical bootcamp participant has 7 years of job experience, at least a bachelor's degree, and no programming experience. According to the most recent study by Course Report, 79% of bootcamp alums report having programming jobs. Bootcamp graduates possess a portfolio, an internet presence, interview skills, and other things. Most bootcamps assist graduates in finding an internship or connect them with a network of employers. The first factors to take into account while choosing a coding bootcamp are your educational background and career objectives. Ensure you choose a bootcamp that will prepare you for the career you desire, and is important because it costs time and money to complete. Additionally, you want to pick a program that is appropriate for your degree of experience. Asking oneself a series of questions is a wonderful method to clarify your goals and gain an understanding of your past. Let's talk about some of the important things to consider before choosing a coding bootcamp. The cost of a coding bootcamp. One of the most crucial things to think about is how you'll support yourself while attending the bootcamp, such as what kind of lifestyle you'll live. Do you need to continue working while you attend classes, or do you have savings you can draw on? Coding bootcamps have increased in length over time, going from just under 11 weeks in 2015 to slightly over 15 weeks in 2019. However, majority of bootcamps last 12 to 14 weeks. A coding bootcamp's tuition can cost anywhere from $3,500 and $30,000, with an average tuition of $14,142. The price of a bootcamp education is far lower than that of a 4-year degree, while the average cost of a computer science institution's tuition can be twice or quadruple that in only one academic year. The cost of undergraduate education at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and Carnegie Mellon ranges between $60,000 and $70,000 annually. Consider how much each coding bootcamp costs and whether you can afford it before selecting one. Consider your return on investment in terms of how much money you'll make from a bootcamp. Now, how do you plan on paying for tuition? You should have a financial plan before enrolling in a bootcamp because you might have to quit your job to do so. You can pay for a bootcamp in one of the following ways: upfront payment, monthly payment, loans, deferred tuition, or income share agreement, ISA, or by applying for bootcamp scholarships. Let's talk about the income share agreement, ISA. An income share agreement is when a bootcamp takes a portion of your money for the first 1 to 3 years, if not longer. The great thing about income sharing is that there are minimum wage restrictions. As a result, if your income is below a particular level, you are exempt from paying. Most employers have a limited amount you will have to pay even if you land the job. and it's typically around $30,000 or less. Therefore, even if you make $200,000 in your first job, you won't have to spend more than $30,000 for most institutions. In general though, find out if your bootcamps offer living stipends. Salaries after coding bootcamp. The majority of coding bootcamp graduates land full-time jobs and see an increase of 56% or $20,000 in their annual salary. They make an average starting income of $70,000 and see a 23% income increase to around $80,000 in their second job. By the third job, bootcamp graduates make an average of $95,000. This research demonstrates that as recent graduates gain expertise as developers, they also become more valuable to their teams and organizations and can command higher salaries. The average salary for graduates working in California is $100,482, and other factors like geography do affect pay. New York comes in second, with graduates earning an average salary of $74,756. It's interesting to see that graduates with online degrees earned the third highest average wage, $70,500. Bootcamp learning format. Since coding bootcamps use different academic methods than traditional universities, they can meet the demands of a wide range of students. There are 4 types of bootcamps available: full-time in-person, full-time remote, self-paced, and part-time career-focused. While the courses covered in each model are identical, the time commitment, expected results, depth, and method of delivery of the curriculum vary depending on the model. Full-time in-person bootcamp. Immersive bootcamps usually last 2 months to 7 months. Classes are held full-time and students can use facilities after class to review concepts and work on projects. Many intensive bootcamp students put in 80-hour weeks. To attend an intensive bootcamp, students must be prepared to give up their full-time job and limit outside activities for the course of the program. Full-time remote bootcamp. Online coding bootcamps are almost identical to traditional classroom settings. They last for 40 to 60 hours a week. This is not an MOOC. Online bootcamps frequently create communities in Slack or leverage pre-existing platforms like Zoom Pro. Online bootcamps teach UX design, data science, and software development, just like their on-campus equivalents, and feature outcomes-oriented curricula that include one-on-one instructor-mentor guidance, contact with peers, and focused career coaching. Self-paced. The benefit of attending an online coding bootcamp is that you may take classes from any location. As a participant in an online bootcamp, you'll also have greater flexibility. Online bootcamps may need a certain amount of time commitment, but you can still work at your own pace. Online bootcamps connect students with instructors and mentors using a wide range of technologies. Additionally, there are online forums where students can interact and share knowledge. Part-time career-focused. Coding bootcamps for part-timers typically meet on the weekends and at night. Students spend 6 to 15 hours per week in class studying programming over a longer length of time, about 6 to 9 months, and another 10 to 15 hours per week working on outside projects. Part-time bootcamp students frequently work full or part-time jobs in addition to attending the class. Most part-time bootcamp students want to gain a new career or a promotion at work, but some part-time students just want to expand their skill set. In summary, when selecting a coding bootcamp, you should take into account the following factors. Do you prefer fast-paced, intense programs over self-paced learning? Do you like to work alone or with others as a team? What appeals to you about brainstorming, problem-solving, data analysis, and graphic design? What technologies must you master to land your ideal position? So, there you have it. Everything you need to know to choose the right bootcamp. If you've gone to a bootcamp, please share your experiences with me and any recommendations you might have for other people looking to enroll in one in the comment area below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and I'll talk to you again soon. If you enjoy this video and want to learn more about how to make 6 figures as a developer, be sure to click the video on the screen.